Hello, Matthew Williams here with a quick video to say I love it when people write to me and say things like, you owe us money, you were parked in a car park and now you owe us 60 quid because you haven't paid for your ticket. And I'm like, really? Yeah, but if you pay the 60 quid within like 5 days, then it won't go up to 90 quid and then it will become 150 quid and then it'll become 500 quid. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, right. And then I get the ones like, Dear Mr. Williams, you are going to court. You are going to court. And I'm like, do I give a fuck? Do I honestly give a fuck? Mr. Williams, you owe us £200 and you may go to court and you will be. And it's like, ring, 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 ring. Ring 0851218312. Message for Mr. Williams. You will be, expected to ring us back on this number, Mr. Williams. Ring us back as soon as possible. It's like, fuck off. Right, okay, all this fucking bollocks that people, honestly, they really think they're getting a rise out of me. Yeah, okay. I mean, I even got taken down the police station. Well, I didn't get taken. I went to the police station to answer questions of being a racist. I am a racist. I'm a racist because Pietro Cuomo, the guy who banged me across the head with a fucking wooden block. Yeah, apparently that was all generated because I am a racist. So, this was his justification for why he decided to try and murder somebody with a fucking block of wood. Yeah, right, okay. Okay, so yeah, I don't take these things very seriously unless it's people actually banging me in the fucking head with a piece of wood. And I can't take this very seriously, but let's just see. I've covered up the important bits so you can kind of have a look. But it's from Essex Police, Rayleigh Police Station, 119 High Street, Rayleigh, Essex, SX6 7QB. Okay, and this was from July, and it says, you are the registered insured party on vehicle registration, blah, 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 which was recently seen and reported to police under suspicious circumstances in the Rochford area in Essex. 2 males were reported to be with a drone on restricted private land and left in the vehicle reported above. Okay. Sounds suspicious to me, that, like using a drone on restricted land. Well, okay. All right. Essex Police take reports of any suspicious circumstances and rural crime. And they take rural crime very seriously and are working with rural communities and other agencies to reduce and stop activities such as these. Reduce and stop activities such as these. Okay. Any vehicle details of persons reported in suspicious circumstances are being recorded and entered in our police systems and databases. What? Being entered in police systems and databases. So you've got police systems and databases, and they're different things, are they? Okay. Not the same. Anyway, this letter, and it says this in bold, look. Yeah? In bold, yeah. This letter is to inform you that the details of this vehicle and the males seen with the vehicle have been recorded. Really? Whoa. The details of the vehicle have been recorded and the males seen with the vehicle have been recorded. Okay. Now this is where it gets kind of interesting. Look at the last line. Let me just focus this in for you, right? If you would like to discuss this matter further, please ring 101 and request a callback from the Rural Spoc, in the community policing team at Benfleet Hub. And then it says T. Johnson. Again, they don't put their fucking name on these things. It's like T. Johnston, yeah? They don't put their names. They don't put their fucking names, so you can't just ring them up and say, I'd like to speak to this person, yeah? You've got to kind of go, you're like, what's their name? Well, it looks like a T and Johnston, Jameson, and it's like, oh, you mean T. Jonestown. Yeah, right, okay, he's not in. And it's like fucking, you know what I mean? Because these stupid fucking morons don't put their fucking names, yeah, on the thing, which is actually part of etiquette in writing letters and is part of the plain English campaign. And I have complained to councils and civil service offices and said, why are your fucking staff writing out letters which don't have their names on them? Why are they doing this? And they've written back and said, oh, we're very sorry. Yes, they're not meant to be doing that. We now have educated them and told them not to be. Fucking, where are their line managers? Where are their fucking line managers that aren't picking up the fact that these people are just squiggling their name on the bottom of fucking letters? Well, anyway, so I don't know who the fuck Rural Spoc is. Hello, can I speak to Rural Spoc, please? And they're like, are you taking a piss, mate? No, I got a letter here, and it says, request a call back from Rural Spoc. Like Mr Spock. Yeah, of the Starship Enterprise. Can I speak to Rural Spoc, please? Yeah, and it's like, what the fuck? Is this a joke? This isn't a joke letter. I mean, I'm thinking to myself, is this a joke letter? Yeah, but they wrote to me at two addresses that I was known at. 2 fucking addresses they wrote to me, right? And I got forwarded the letter from the other fucking address, right, to tell me this bullshit. Yeah, and what I want to know is, why is it suspicious to be using a drone? Number one, that is not suspicious, right? Yes, I'm photographing a crop circle, yeah? But the crop circle was known about, yeah? The crop circle was known about, so therefore what's suspicious about that? Is having the drone, are they trying to say that I made the crop circle? Is that what they're alleging? That simply having a drone means that I must be in some way guilty of making this crop circle? Is that what they say? I don't know. I mean, and then they say this is rural crime, yeah? So they take suspicious circumstances and rural crime. So have I been accused of a crime by flying my drone? Because the funny thing is here, right, not only do they make that assumption that I probably did something wrong, yeah, that's an assumption, yeah, they also say that I was on restricted/private land. Well, that's funny, because where I was on a pathway cut through the field by the farmer. He has to cut this track through the crop. So the whole field is crop, and through the middle of it is a trackway. And that trackway is known as a footpath, a public footpath across his land. So he is legally obliged to cut the footpath through the field. And where was I? I was on the footpath. So apparently somebody, possibly a farmer, because I remember an angry farmer coming up in the morning and saying, what are you doing on my land? Get off my land. And we said, well, we're on a footpath. And he said, oh, it's private land. I said, well, it's a footpath, so I'm allowed to be on it. Oh, you fucking get off my land. There's your car parked up there. If you don't move that car from that car park, I will pull it out with my tractor. Really? So the farmer threatened us that he was going to pull the vehicle out with a tractor when it was parked in a car park that had no gates on it and was open to the road and had no other cars in it, right? So we're the only car parked in a car park next to a church, yeah? So what, does the farmer own the church? Does the farmer own the church? No. So does he own the farm? Does the farmer own the car park in front of the church? No. I doubt that very seriously. Does the farmer have the right to throw us off a public footpath? No, I doubt it very seriously. So the farmers come along, see me flying a drone, rung the police, said there's a car parked in a car park and I think they're suspicious, and they're flying a drone in a field, not on a footpath. He's told them restricted land, private land. He's told them private land. So he's lied, yeah, and said that it's restricted fucking land. And the police have then said, oh, you know, you're possibly committing a crime, possibly trespass, you know, you're trespassing, and you know, your details of your vehicle. The vehicle's not doing anything wrong because the vehicle is parked. Yeah, it's not parked on double yellow lines. It's not parked blocking the road. It's not, you know, it's not been involved in an accident. So what's the vehicle done wrong? Nothing. What have the occupants of the vehicle done wrong? They're walking along a footpath. They've taken their drone for a flight. Does the farmer own the airspace? No. because I was in touch with Southend Air Traffic Control on 2 consecutive days, right, over 2 weeks when 2 different crop circles appeared, and I came down because I was called to let me know that these things were there. So I came down, yeah, and on 2 consecutive occasions, Southend Airport will have a record in their logs that a person called Matthew Williams rang them up to fly in their airspace around the airport, and that was for approximately 20 minutes at a time that I actually went flying. So the farmer doesn't own the airspace, so I'm not trespassing on the airspace. So who is this fucking dildo? This is what farmers are like. Fucking morons. Complete fucking morons. Wasting police time, right? Or should I say wasting Mr. Rural Spoc. Mr. Rural Spoc, who looks after rural crime and suspicious activities. I was tempted to ring up and actually ask to speak to Rural Spoc and give Rural Spoc a piece of my fucking mind, because this is bullshit, yeah? I mean, I haven't actually been told what crime I've committed, right? They don't actually know what I've done. But apparently, it's still suspicious because I've come to photograph a crop circle. Really? Yeah? Well, all people that come to photograph the crop circle are now suspicious. So anyway, thank you very much for that. And maybe if you want to ring up Rural Spoc and ask him what the fuck he's on about, Mr. or Mrs. Rural Spoc, you know, first name Rural, surname Spock. Yeah? If you'd like to go and ring him up and find out what the fuck's going on, you can waste your time because I'm not going to. So thanks very much for watching.